Oh man, welcome to another episode of Darkskies News and Information coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, from the Bay to LA. And today we're talking Eternals. And, oh man, I'm checking my pockets. Did I just get robbed? Oh man. Okay. Now, it may be bad. I mean, drinking a gallon of toilet duck bad. Okay, we're going to talk about Eternals and what we thought after walking out of the theater. Walking out of the theater. Well, make yourselves comfortable. Light them if you got them. You listening to Darkskies News and Entertainment or information. However you want to get it. However you want to have it. It's all good. Put your feet up. Bring your dogs in. Grab your drink. And put it in the air. We'll be back in a few seconds. You know we do. Oh man, what a beautiful day as we head into the weekend, fully prepared for all that we face. You're listening to the number one podcast in all of the multiverse. And I'm your host, Elsie Grace. Got Mikey Nikes, Jim, Jennifer, Jeff. And all the usual suspects, they usually gather around about this time to contribute to, like I said, the fastest growing podcast in all of the multiverse as people are chiming in from all around the world. Just to let us know how they feel about, certain topics, certain shows and things that we've been working on and putting out and staying quite active. But it's fun though, because activity means that you're thinking, you're growing, and you're growing with us. As we have all of our friends. Thank you for joining us. Once again, it's on. Today we're talking about, the Eternals. And Eternals is a movie, the newest movie by Marvel, part of the new cinematic universe. Is it phase 4 or phase 5? I'm not sure at this point. I'm quite confused. Now, one thing the Infinity Gauntlet saga did was it did a good job of connecting all of these different universes, from Captain America to Spider-Man to Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, and all of these separate entities, Guardians of the Galaxy, and brought them together to to make a culmination of so many years of world building. Now it's hard when you squeeze in like elements of the world in your world building that you just seem to have left out that would have been quite important in the telling of world building back in the Infinity Saga, but now you have them here. It's like when you walk up and you order, give me a triple hamburger with bacon and lettuce and cheese and some fries and a big Coke. And then when they walk up with your burger, it has all the stuff you asked for and some sausage on top too. Like, so fuck? That's what the Eternals is. You got the Infinity Saga. It's exactly what you ordered. They're triple bacon cheeseburger. Sorry for you vegans. But, your triple bacon cheeseburger with all the fixings, with the lettuce, the cheese, mayo, whatever you want on it, all of it. And they bring it to your table, and, it has all of that. And some sausage on top. Now, you thinking, like, is this good or is it bad? Because it could be good. It could be a good change. Sausage on top of my burger. I might have to stand up and do a jig. But then at the same time, it's not exactly what I ordered. So it could be bad. It could be a mistake. Now, we're looking at Eternals, and we're in the theater. Some of us drive-ins and some of us theaters. Some of us drive-ins to the theater, through the theater, to the drive-ins. So, we are looking at the movie. We're trying to figure out what the hell are we watching. And it just becomes more and more evident that we're in some type of alternate reality. It's like you think you know what's going to happen. You think you understand what you're here to do. You think you understand what you're seeing. But only after a little while, you start to understand that this is not Coke. This is toilet duck. The hell am I drinking? The hell am I watching? Now, Eternals, has so much potential. When we was looking at all the promos and all the, the stuff that could be. And that's that, that picture on the wall. Okay, I see the picture of the triple bacon cheeseburger with sausages on top. It's like the ultimate bacon cheeseburger. Triple cheeseburger, right? So it's like all of it. And you're looking at it, I don't know if I want that. But still, you take the plunge because you got it. You got it right now in front of you. You might as well consume it. People are going to want to know what the ultimate sausage and bacon and cheese triple burger. Can't even say it because it seems like it's just too much. But we're going to go watch the Eternals. With the hopes that, it's a mistake, but it could be good. You could be walking out like they messed up and gave it all to us. Or you can be walking out like, where's the bathroom? Be sick. Now, I can't tell you. Matter of fact, I can tell you, I've never come out of a Marvel movie and went looking for the bathroom. Where's the porcelain? Where you're trying to get into the stalls. You're checking somebody. Damn. Okay, this one's open. I'm in a stall. This is okay. Let's start off with spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, it's up to you. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. If you haven't seen the movie, spoilers. I know Mike is like, why do we do this? Why do we do this? Well, we do it because, somebody got to do it. People, they go to movies. And plus we, do a lot of change in the air, for the Eternals. Remember, if you go back probably about, I'd say about 5 or 6 episodes. I'm not sure exactly how many. But we did a show on the Eternals, and we was all fired up about the Eternals, and the Eternals coming out. It's going to be a great movie. Telling everybody, like, it could be, like, something that makes you think about reality and our connection to, time and space and Eternals. And is the Eternals on the planet right now? And is it possible that art is imitating life and life is imitating? I hope life is not imitating this art. I hope life is not imitating this art. Come on, Marvel. You don't get to have it two ways. And I love you, so I don't have a dog in this fight, though, so you already know. I'm going to bring it to you like I'm going to bring it to Star Wars, like I'm going to bring it to Jurassic Park series, like I would bring it to any franchise that seems to have given up. I haven't even finished watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm ashamed because, I think that, they should have gotten a TV show. I thought they should have gotten a movie. But, but what I know, they the ones with the $1 billion enterprise and the great Marvel movie collection. But this one would not be in a great section, but it'll be in a Marvel movie collection. And it may make a lot of money because it's a Marvel movie and it's in the Marvel movie collection. I just don't understand, why Marvel went with this. It hurts. It makes me think you don't care about us no more. Because think about it. The Eternals was an opportunity for you to take it like so much further. When you get into the Celestials and you get into the seeding of the planets and the birth of a Celestial, and come on, you can't tell me, Marvel, that there's a Celestial living inside. I guess he's inside of Earth, and he could wake up any time and just walk off, and everybody on Earth is dead. And then the Eternals. Who are these cats? You was always worried about a group who called themselves the Eternals, and they're supposed to be protecting the Earth, and then they was never around doing all the major events. And they said, oh, well, we wasn't really supposed to, interfere. Really? So you telling me that the freaking sky opened in Avengers 1 and an army came through and attacked Earth? You say, oh, no, it has to only be, something to do with the deviants. First of all, Thanos sent that army here. He helped. He gave it. Loki was leading the army, but Thanos sent them, right? Thanos is eternal with a deviant genes. So wouldn't he qualify as a deviant? And he's attacking the Earth, through a hole in the sky. Yeah. So, okay, Eternals, y'all struck out there. That story doesn't make sense. Y'all didn't want to help. You didn't want to help. Okay, they freak it. You didn't want to help when the Avengers were fighting each other, in the Civil War. You didn't want to, swoop in and be like, hey. And then they all stop fighting just to be like, and look like, who the hell are y'all? We're here to break y'all up. Y'all can't be fighting. Cap, Iron Man, y'all gonna have to sit down. Let Sprite talk to him, or Sprout, or whatever the one that couldn't grow up. Who are these? Oh my God, they're not even like living beings. They're like bots. So we're basically looking at bots fighting each other. But at the same time, who are the deviants? All of this stuff just doesn't make sense. It just makes you think that the Celestials are playing games. All the Eternals look like are a bunch of heralds for the Celestials, and they find these planets. These planets are seeded, and they go there and they help with the population growth to get a planet enough energy and life form. So when it do burst out, it kills as many people. Come on. The Celestials should, be just like that. How did that one Celestial, become nowhere? The one to get his head severed? Yeah. How did Eco just, be born a brain? It's just like the Celestials are so freaking weird. So it's like they shouldn't really be a threat, but I guess they're so freaking powerful that they create universes or something like that, or planets or solar systems. I don't know. To me, I think they're garbage. Because the depiction of them made them seem kind of weak, and they're talking to seriously, and it just really didn't make sense if you ask me. I think that they relied too much on their heralds or their robotic Eternals. These things wasn't even flesh, but it's like, go live amongst them. Come on, Ajax. Ajax got used, and a creature that was taking their powers and their energy. How did a deviant like that survive and nobody knows? They celebrated destroying all of the deviants, yet there were deviants walking around. Oh, they were frozen. They were frozen. Duh. So if there was frozen deviants, were there frozen, Eternals? Or was there only frozen deviants? And were all the Eternals? They said that, the Celestials said that there was thousands of Eternals, and other Eternals would, learn from, this group of Eternals. Like, all of y'all garbage. If you find an Eternal on your planet, you should rip them to pieces, because the only thing they're trying to do is help the, birth of these celestial things, and they come out of the planet that you're actually living on. So Yeah, the Eternals is kind of boo-boo. And plus, for you to tell that type of story in a story that you say, spanned over thousands of years, it's just like flashbacks. And you could have said all of this stuff like, in a commercial of the Hawkeye series, like oh, and our Eternals traveled through time and learned about each other. And okay, that's over. And back to the Hawkeye series. Oh God, this can't be Eternals. This can't be the movie that I've waited so long for. I mean, oh my God, these Eternals are gonna be so freaking awesome. Because each Eternal was like so powerful. And I would tell people like Thanos was an Eternal. He was an Eternal with a demon gene. I used to tell people, oh, huh? Yeah, whatever. Thanos was dirty. It's evil. I'm like, yeah, we know that. But can you imagine though if he had to deal with like a whole bunch of good Eternals and they would be here to help us? And it turns out, all the Eternals are boo. And it's good that they didn't mix in with our heroes because they definitely would have, introduced their deception and their lack of a human heart and feelings. And I don't understand how they were getting married and, the one that had a husband and a child and he was a robot, right? Or were they all like visions? I don't know. It's really hard to wrap my head around, but let me take a quick break and I'll come back and maybe I can make more sense of, well, to me, a mess by the MCU. Like I said, I ended up in front of the toilet like I drank a gallon of toilet duck. But all in all, it's could have been better. Let's talk about it when we come back. Light them if you got them. You're listening to Darkskies. Losing information.
So what, we smoke weed, we're just having fun. We don't care who sees. So what, we go out, that's how it's supposed to be. Cause I'm high as fuck. Young and wild and free. So what? I keep them rolled up, sagging my pants, not caring what I show. Keep it real with my niggas, keep it playing for these hoes. It look clean, don't it? Washed it the other day, watch how you lean on it. Keep me some 501 jeans on and roll joints bigger than King Kong's fingers. And smoke them hoes down to they stingers. You a class clown, and if I skip for the damn with your bitch smoking grade,
you know what? It's like I'm 17 again, peach fuzz on my face. Looking on the case, trying to find a hella taste. Oh my God, I'm on the chase. Chevy, it's getting kinda heavy. Irrelevant, selling it, dipping away. Time keeps slipping away. Zipping the safe, flipping for pay. Tipping like I'm dripping in paint. Up front, 4 blunts like a leaf, put the wheat in the J.
We get drunk, so what, we smoke weed. We're just having fun. We don't care who sees. So what, we go out, that's how it's supposed to be. Living young and wild and free.
And I don't even care, cause if me and my team in here, it's gonna be some weed in the air. Tell 'em, Mac.
Blowing everywhere we going, and now you knowin' when I step right up. Get my lighter so I can light up.
That's how it should be done. Soon as you thinking you're down, find how to turn things around. Now things are looking up.
From the ground up, pound up this Taylor gang. So turn my sound up and mount up and do my thing.
Now I'm chillin', fresh out of class, feeling like I'm on my own and I could probably own a building. Got my own car, no job, no children. Had a size project, me and Mac killed it.
THC, MAC, DEV, HD3, hi, it's me. This is us. We gon' fuss and we gon' fight and we gon' roll and live
so
our life.
So what, we get drunk. So what, we smoke weed. We're just having fun. We don't care who sees. So what, we go out, that's how it's supposed to be. Living young and wild and free.
Yeah, roll one, smoke one. When you live like this, you're supposed to party. Roll one, smoke one, and we all just having fun. So we just roll one, smoke one. When you live like this, you're supposed to party. Roll one, smoke one, and we all just having fun.
So up we get drunk, so up we smoke weed. We're just having fun, and we don't care who sees. So up we go out, that's how it's supposed to be.
man, we're off that blue dream. Today, Thursday, heading into the weekend. Man, they kept my voice kind of frog. That's when you know you got that good stuff, you know, you come back and, you know, you sound like you're about 10 years older. But anyway, thanks for joining us today. You're listening to Darkskies News and Information. We're talking about the newest Marvel movie, Eternals. Now, I'm pretty sure Marvel will come out with some more movies to redeem themselves, but I'm just saying if this one is a bad one. This one could have been so much better, has so much potential with each individual character and how you could have, you know, went into the connection to Earth and the people of Earth and how were statues and relics and different things, you know, and artifacts left over time that, you know, represented each and every one of these Eternals and how they were considered gods. But no, these robotic, inhuman, you know, creations of the Celestials, you know, turned out to be, you know, going through all types of mental disorders and relationship hang-ups and couldn't get along and separations. Always talking about separations. But anyway, we looked at the movie and we tried to get a better understanding of what the Celestials are actually going through and what they were hoping to obtain. And then we found out that each of these planets that they seed, you know, with, I guess they impregnate with the celestial gene, kind of like what old boy was doing, right, in Guardians of the Galaxy. Eco, the living planet, was living the seed all over the universe and different parts, and, you know, hope to have them all extend and be an extension of himself, you know. Of course, that's not right, but is that what Celestials do? That's exactly what they do, right? According to Eternals, they seed these planets, and when the planet reaches a high enough population and enough energy can be gathered, you know, they're born and they burst out of the planet and just go walking away. Oh man. So you see these things and, you know, it's a whole universe of them, and they're just huge, big, giant, I guess, life forms, and it takes a planet, I guess, for them to grow or to cocoon inside. I don't know. They didn't really explain it to me well enough for me to understand how an Eternal could, like, reach his hand out of the planet, and as he just come out, the planet just, you know, evaporates around him, and I guess everything there dies. Oh my God. So it's just over and over again. I guess they were like, you know, they set these people up. People think that they're going to be a civilization and they're going to, you know, live and flourish forever until whatever it is deep inside tears way out. That's what I hope, you know, that there's no depiction of that in real life. Can you imagine, you know, art imitating that and that imitating art? Anyway, like the crossover would be, you know, incredible to see the planet actually, you know, turn into a big giant thing. Yeah, it's been, I guess, history, and I'm gonna have to do my research now because, you know, Unicron was a big giant planet, and he would turn into a big thing, a big robot. Just like, well, what was about to happen to the Earth and happen to many other planets that birthed these Celestials. You know, was Unicron a Celestial? Wow, makes you want to think, you know, what else, you know, is there to make us think that is it possible that, you know, these things, you know, because the story comes from somewhere. The big thing tearing its way out of a planet only to become something huge. So, yeah, I just thought about that when I started researching giant life forms that lives inside the planets. Or it becomes planets that become big giant things. I mean, because off the top of my head, you know, I'm thinking of the Celestials and the MCU and how, you know, Eco was, you know, inside, right? So eventually he would tear himself out of the planet. You know, he wasn't actually a seed. He started out as a seed without a planet, and he built a planet around himself. So I don't know, you know, it means something, right? It's some type of connection to say that, you know, it's a reason that these things exist, you know? celestials in the MCU existed to basically destroy and create life. So destroy on a mass level, though, every time that one of them are born, destroys trillions and destabilizes solar systems. Makes you think. Matter of fact, I would think hard about that one. But while I do think, I guess y'all can light them up and try to catch up with me, because I'm way up there. If you want to know where, just take a look up. I'm up there.
Catch you out in traffic, it's you and I. Gold 41 in the suit and tie. Nigga, it's do or die. Seen it now. If I lose it all, like who will ride? But nigga, I'm so up. If I trip, it's like suicide. When the internet told me I'm crucified, that was in them streets like, nigga, you super live. I was on the block when you was a sneakerhead. Nigga, it's a check up in that box, ain't no suicide. Nigga, ain't no Nike, ain't no Yeezy, no Jordan 5. No way. I came back like a Mike went 45. Ever see 50 grand when it's all a 5? No. With the shooting like the Warriors start 5. Swish, only rapper went gold without a verse from Hov. Still got the rock with me cooking up at the stove. And the rollie all platinum, know I busted a joke. Made back in the hood so them suckers can know. I'm in the six man, Dion Waiters. And I'm on my level now, I'm so beyond haters. About to go and grab the bin truck, see y'all later. When I came through the block, you should've seen y'all faces. This is slaughter, new world order. I be going hard, Westbrook, fourth quarter. This is hip hop, you ain't write it, don't record it. I don't know how they getting down across the border. I give them the dirty flow, Michigan and water. Sent them 10,000 cases, I put in my order. Call it popping bottles when my people can't afford it. Mixing Douce with lemonade when I'm in Georgia. Views from the projects, a nigga on the prospect. Talking loud sound, shooting out with metal objects. And that chick standing right beside you, I didn't pop that. Made me be the fan up, I'm feeling like a Martez. Woo! Gold mic from the billboards, about to plug it up. Tell Cruz, put it in the booth so I can fuck it up. Got the hood super lit, jumping like it's double dutch. From the bottom like an uppercut. Now I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. You niggas all the way fucked. Switch sides, now you stuck.
Stay over there, my J.
Fuck them niggas though.
They don't want to see you on top. I just want to see the streets up. They don't want to see you up. That's it. They gon' take shots when you all the way up. I guess they gotta aim up at you. But don't you let these nobodies get their name up on you. Keep the circle tight, never let them lame up the crew. If she for everybody, don't you let her claim up on you. Now listen, you gave up on me, I came up on you. Took my talent somewhere else, LeBron James up on you. I was Kyrie with the rock, the crack game number 2. Now I'm older, still ballin' like my name Uncle Drew. They tell you, stay the same, but they change up on you. Niggas change up the crew like hoes change up they boo. I just play the cards they dealt me till a change up was due. Guess I had to switch the dealer or just change up the shoe. Now blackjack, ace of spade and a shot of jack. I met a bad actress, she ain't know how to act. I took her but I brought her back. Don't want her back, I bought her back. It's Matt like Hasselback, I call my car the quarterback. If I threw it at her, would you doubt she could catch? She hang like a chain, so she bout to get snatched. I ain't bout throwing subs, I'm about getting scratched. But if the shoe fits, nigga, buy an outfit to match. And you know my boys hold it, we be out with the rats. I heard your boys told it, you be out with the rats. Keep that on the nothing less, nothing more. I know the bad boys in Brooklyn, they ain't with the puffy tour. What's up with your warriors? They ain't looking tough no more. Should get out your feelings, bro, and get in your duffel, boy. Level up, it's all about that level up. Hold that fucking bezel up and light this bitch all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. And every time you see me, nigga, man, I'm all the way up.
Oh man, going all the way up. You're listening to Darkskies. As usual, news and information. And at the moment, it's fun. Right here on the West Coast, Los Angeles. What's up, Arizona? And it's quickly becoming a thing, right? That, you know, y'all check in and see what we're talking about. You know, could be politics, could be space news, could be UFOs. You know, could just be underground, you know, hip hop music. You know, might be, you know, some type of entertainment, you know, review. It could be anything, you know, because what we do is we cover everything. We're news and information station, podcasts, worldwide, and, you know, we monitor all of these things, and, you know, we like to try to bring new and fascinating information to our listeners, our friends, our downloaders, But it's cool because I kick back and I look at stuff and I try not to, get too derangedly entertained when I look at, how fast, they put out movies and, is the story fitting in with, the narrative, is the characters having well-written background or stories or some type of foundation built under them, because back in the past, we knew the characters well, so we were emotionally invested. Now, with the Eternals, we're not really emotionally invested because this is like an origin story. It's supposed to be, supposed to tell us about where they've been and explain why they didn't interfere in some of these major events on Earth, because they were deemed protectors of the Earth and protectors of mankind, and it's important for us to understand that. So when they show up there, we don't try to fight them because they're heroes, right? They're the Eternals, So where's all the films that this dude had been, keeping? And how long did this dude live? And did he chronicle these events and never told the world, or did he just put it in his personal collection? And I'm talking about the fat dude that was traveling with them and like filming all these events. He was getting good footage, right? And even though they kept destroying his camera, I mean, it still seemed that he would find another camera, get another camera. It's like your family has an attitude problem. He has anger issues. Y'all need to work them out. But he was like getting a lot of footage, and I was wondering whatever did he do with all of that information that he chronicled during his journeys with the Eternals. But anyway, I don't know what to say, people. I watched that movie and I went to the bathroom right after I watched it, and I didn't understand what I just saw. Maybe overreacting by saying that it's like drinking a gallon of toilet duck, but that's kind of how I felt, because, man, it's hard to believe that Marvel came out like this, but I'm going to probably have to go see it again just in order to give it an opportunity to, I guess, grow me. I mean, because think about this, folks. When I finished watching Infinity War, the first night it came out, I bought another ticket and went right back in and saw it again. Now, after Eternals, I watched it, I went to the bathroom, I left the theater, went home, and went to the bathroom again. I don't know, man, it just wasn't a good movie. I mean, it could have been so much better. I was expecting so much more when you start to speak about the Celestials and the Eternals and, answering some questions about where they've been and maybe what role will they play going forward. But, I don't know. Let's just say you can watch it if you want to, but don't tell nobody I told you to watch it. And after you do watch it, let's just put it this way. You had a theater, just before you go in and watch it, just kind of get a good gauge, an idea about where the bathroom is. That way, just in case, something go wrong while watching this movie, you can exit theater and head straight towards men's or women's restroom. Or by gender, depending on where you're at. But for now, thank you for joining us. You've been listening to the #1 podcast in the entire multiverse, Darkskies, News and Information. I'm your host, LC Gray. And you got Mikey Nikes, Jim, Jennifer, Jeff, and all the team, as usual, come together to do these special things. So, thanks for joining us. And for y'all to miss the show live, you can download the show. And find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and some of our favorite spots up and down the podcast list. Darkskies, News and Information. Once again, I'm your host, LC Graves, and I am gone. Hey, Darkskies, rating for Eternals. See you, owners.